Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Faye. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
Fine. Yep. Glad it's Thursday.
All good, yeah. You might have been able to tell I wasn't with it because we went live and I didn't click the intro. So for a while we were just sat there. I don't know if anybody else was. I'm a bit tired, custard. I'm a little bit.
You're a tidy custard. You're allowed when you're tired.
I'm a bit tired, custard.
Hi,
Oh,
Steph.
Steph. Hi, Julie. Hi, Nicola.
Oh, and Nicola. Hello.
Yeah, a little bit not with it, but there we are. It's Thursday and we've got a nice hour to relax and do some crafting. We thought we'd show you just a few things that have just arrived, not on the website yet, but they will be going on in the next couple of days. So Craft Consortium are a UK company, and they have the most beautiful 12 by 12 paper pads. So this is called Dusk and it's like marbled paper. Just look at that.
It's really lovely.
It's just beautiful.
And it's lovely quality as well, isn't it?
Yeah, really good. 20 designs. It's 180 GSM, so great for cutting cut files. That's a really nice cut file thickness. So I'm going to whiz through really quickly because this is only a small selection of what we've got. I couldn't get it all out the box because it only got delivered today. Hi, Melanie. Yeah, hello. Friday tomorrow, Julie. Woo! It's almost the weekend. Hi, Linda. Yeah, so this one is called Dusk. I'm going to whiz through really quickly just to show you what we've got. Patina, love this.
I love that one.
Bit of rusty patina. Great for
a bit of rust.
Back in photos, that's patina. this one we've had before, but it's sold out. So we've got the brick textures back in. Love that. Then these are all the marbly ones. So this is Rose. Gives you a little flavour, sort of gold. There's gold flecks there. It's upside down. This is Ocean.
Oh, that's lovely as well.
Great for kind of seaside
is
holiday.
Silvery bits as well. Is that foil?
Yeah, sort of flecks. It's sort of a foil effect. Can you see?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Funky, isn't it? So that is Ocean. Then you've got Earth. So
I like that one.
Just all different tones. They're really good value. I think it's about $10.99 these pads. So 20 designs and it's 30 double-sided sheets. Vivid. There's more. I couldn't get them all out. Oh, look at this. I couldn't get them all out of the box. There's about another 10 designs, I think, but I just grabbed these quickly. Metals, which we've had before.
Oh, yes, that's lovely.
A bit like the patina kind of thing, rusts and metals. And then the Vintage Emporium. We've also got florals. There's Wild and Bloom. And there's Christmas ones as well. But I couldn't get them all out because there was just too many. And then these are very exciting, Debbie. We've had restocks. Look, these 49er market. There's all different colours. This is just what I grabbed from the box because I couldn't get them all out.
Very nice.
I like salsa.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Look at that. Oh, Steph would go for Vivid. Yeah. And then we've had some more of the 49er Market Serenity range come in. Loving that. Chipboard set and the washi tape. Then we had requests for these because I've got these in all colours. They've got to go on the website, but ticket rolls. And I'm sure, Steph, you said as you can kind of match up with friends and buy a roll each and swap, because I'm sure Anne was saying that there's like so many you can just split them up because it repeats about 10 times or something.
Yes, she said she was splitting with friends, didn't she?
Yeah, loads of those. And then more washi tape. So that's the Elena, our options Elena washi.
Oh, that's lovely colours.
That's fabric tape. That's the fabric tape. And then this is the washi assortment. I'm nearly there. We've got more print shop back in. We're scrapping with print shop tonight because that had sold out. So we've got more of those back in. And we're using the print shop range tonight. So this is, I love these. Look at these.
Yes.
Little paper.
Yeah, they're really gorgeous, aren't they?
Really nice. There's two different types of ephemera. And then there's like the alphas. So there's the print shop alphas. Those I love. Paige Evans. That's Garden Shop.
Oh, those are gorgeous, aren't they?
the little stitches. I'm sure some of you might have already got some of these little ones, and those other alphas there. Yeah. Oh yes, Steph, you have yours with Adam. Yeah, and I think there were 10 repeats or something. So that's just the little stash haul that's going on the website in the next couple of days. Let's move all that out. I'll hand over to you, Debbie.
So I've got some more Twilight Twiddles. I'll hold them up so hopefully you can see them. This is a kind of weather one with cute little rainbows. Got some butterflies and birds and bees.
Cute.
Pictures on the website will be clearer once we put them on. This is all different hearts.
Oh no, that's me. That's me. I think
you.
she liked the vivid pad, and I could see that is the rainbows. Loving that.
And rainbow stars, the tiny little stars on all of these, which I thought were cute.
Yeah, nice. Oh, I love those.
This is you, isn't it?
That's me. And you've you know the triangle stencil that you designed, where you make that it's almost like that. I love that.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't think of that. That would match up really well.
Beautiful.
I've got these with little flowers and rainbows and flowers. This is a baby boy one. I haven't made a baby girl yet, but it's on my list.
It's on the to-do.
And kind of generic pinks and blues. I do like this one. I love the patterns. Sort of hearts and crosses and dots. And this is one of my favourites, bricks, which I was just thinking if I get some different tones, we'll go with the bricks pad.
Yes, amazing. That would go so well.
And the last one I've got is this kind of kaleidoscope triangle-y pattern one, which I really, really like.
I love that. Yeah, with those rainbow bricks, I'd almost use like this is the brick pad, just the white.
Yes.
The white bricks. That would go beautifully.
So yes, I've been busy.
So many options. And I think Melanie said, yeah, you bought some of these film strips at Crop in the Country when we sold out completely. So we've restocked and we've gone for some other colours. This is just the few I pulled out of the box. I think we've gone for about 6 or 7 different colours. I quite like eggplant.
Is that a purpley eggplant?
Yeah.
That's nice.
That is nice. And sage, which looks grey on camera, but it's like a sort of a deep green. Very nice. Steph sees bubbles with the last set. Was that kaleidoscopy one?
Yeah, the kaleidoscopy one.
Yeah, you know, because it's almost like, you know, when you blow a bubble and it gets that mirror shine when it rainbow shine when it catches the light.
Yeah.
Like the prisms that form.
Yeah.
Didn't
think of that.
Love that. So how is everybody this evening? What kind of week have you all had? Busy one?
Anyone crafting?
Anybody got any energy for crafting? Or not? We're just mustering up some energy, I must admit. You can tell when it's been a busy week when we're late, because normally we're dead on time, and then when life gets a bit manic,
Things happen.
So we've got we're here and we've got a nice hour of crafting together. So we've got the At the Park cut file to use today.
Yeah, I've got mine somewhere, but I need to do this first.
Oh, I love it. Nice to see people on the chat working out who's going to buy the little tickets and split them up. Now, this I'm going to use, Debbie. This is a little Jennywren Cutfile, the magnifying glass that I made into a shaker pocket.
Oh, yeah. You made that ages ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
Said it would come in at some point.
I've got a couple here that I haven't used. This is filled with Christmas things. So I'm going to use that on a layout. But I just thought this one, with the At the Park Cutfile, I might use that. Oh, hi, Joe. Steph, yeah, crazy week. We've got one more week here to go next week until half term. I think you might be on the same half term as us, possibly. Right, I need a sheet of white because that's the one thing I forgot to do. Yes, so Julie, the circle. So Debbie used the Fiskars cutter. So we've taken the Vicki Boutin. Oh gosh, which one was this? Something circles. I've cut the strip
I've
off.
just cut the strip off. Let me tell you, this
You look it
is
up.
circle time.
Circle time.
Circle
Yes.
time.
And I use this. Has anybody got one of these? This is probably the best usable I've ever had. It is a Creative Memories. And I got 3 little blades.
You've used those so much, haven't you?
Yeah, it's got to be about 10 years old. Yeah, and I don't know if anybody else has got one of these, but you put the blade into the runner. Can you see that goes round like this? And your little blade cuts the perfect circle. And each of these blades have a different depth. So when you flip them over, you then get probably about 12 different size circles from this, because if you put that one in, that's really close to the circle. If you put this one in, it's got a gap. So if I get a bit of scrap, I wonder if they still make these. They must still make these.
I don't know. I was just thinking that.
Yeah, they're Creative Memories. Do you know if they still sell them? Because this is just genius. You just pop this in here when I can line it up, and you just do that. Look at that.
It's a lot easier to use than this is.
Oh, I didn't press hard enough, but yeah. And then you can do a slightly bigger one with the same circle but a different blade, like this. It's just genius.
Yeah.
And so that it just so happened that they were the perfect size to cut the inner pieces of this out with a tiny border. And then I did use a craft knife to cut these little bits out.
I think I'm going to leave the triangles in. I have got to finish this at some point.
Yes.
I haven't done my circles yet.
Oh, that's good, Melanie. They think they still sell them. And Joe bought something similar from the range for about $9.99. So, yeah, if you do spot one of these, I've had it for years and years. The blades have never run out. They last. Genius. And I've got.
This is quite good for the bigger circles, because I have got the bigger circles that come with the shape cutter, and they are brilliant.
And what blade do you use then, Deb, to cut those?
It comes with a tiny blade in it, but I won some competitions, so I've got loads of blades, and they do last quite a long time. But what you do need is a Fiskars mat, because it's a cutting mat, but it's quite hard, and the blade glides on it better than anything else I've got. But it comes with you can get these circles as well, and these are quite good because you can go around the edge or inside. So you've got 8 different sizes for big circles. So I have used these a lot in the past.
And they're great just for stencil, even if you just want to draw. I often try and use a dinner plate, and then it doesn't work as well as I'd like.
Yeah, I think there is a knack to this. A lot of people get frustrated with it, but if you persevere, it is quite a good little tool.
Yeah. Yeah, Linda, we thought this was just a bit of a nice way to use this paper. I was going to do a little bit of stenciling on the background, but I'm not sure if it might become too busy and too fussy. So I just decided I would go a bit of a foam pad for dimension, and I'm going to use this as my background. And then start assembling, I reckon. Is anybody else? Sorry, Deb?
You're having a white background?
Yeah, white background. I was going to do a little bit of mixed media, because I just thought, well, Vicki Boutin's a bit mixed media print shop. I don't know.
I have got
anybody else? What? Sorry, Deb, that's me chatting.
I have got some inks here somewhere, just in case.
I dug out faded jeans because I think this goes quite well. Has anybody else bought print shop? I actually like it. I didn't think, we said at the crop, didn't we? We weren't too keen to start with.
No, we weren't very keen at all.
Now we love it. you weren't so sure. Right, a few of these on here. Yeah, Julie, I didn't know they did big circles. So those Fiskars circles, Deb.
Yeah.
You've had those for quite a long time, haven't you?
You can still get them. I mean, I still see like these big shapes for sale, and they're normally reduced as well. And the only thing you have to do with these, if you see the little plastic dots there, you have to have that side down. So when you have the template down, you have to see the Fisker's name the right way round. If you do it upside down, it won't cut very well at all, and you'll snag the blade.
Top tip. Yes, I remember having one of those blades, and I got to admit, it was great once you got the hang of it.
Yeah, and it does need persevering, but it's worth it when you've got the hang of it.
Oh, hi, Sarah. Oh, you've been watching a sewing tutorial.
Oh,
I love it.
What were you making?
You're getting some new ideas, Sarah. It's amazing the stuff you make. This is the most fiddly job, peeling the backs off these little foam pieces. It's worth it. Yeah, Steph, you bought the 2 print shop albums, didn't you? I remember. Lovely. So we just learned a couple of days ago that the king has decided to have his coronation on our weekend crop. But you know, we're working on
that first.
Yeah. We're working on a solution, so there's going to be a few options, we think, but we're going to discuss this weekend. And the lovely lady who organises the hall letting for us is trying to work on a solution for us to show it live stream is the first option, and we'll discuss other options at the weekend. And as soon as we know those who are coming, we're going to post. We thought about a bit of an afternoon tea and a little bit of a raffle for the Prince's Trust, because at the last crop we did a raffle for Breast Cancer Now, didn't we? And we raised nearly £300.
Yep, it was
wonderful.
Yeah, it was lovely.
And there was a lot of cake.
A lot of cake.
So we thought we could make it into a bit of an occasion.
I mean, people can wear their own crowns if they want to. I've got no objection to that.
Yes, red, white and blue. We could have red, white and blue. I mean, there'd be great photos to scrap, because I think we could make quite an event of it. Could be really good fun. So we will be working on something exciting, because we are ever adaptable.
We are. I mean, we didn't cancel for Harry and Meghan's wedding. We watched it on my iPad, didn't we?
Oh, we did. We were running ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all watching for the first glimpse of the dress, weren't we?
Together. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Steph, yes. Pin the crown on the king game. Oh, we could have come up with some really good ideas. To scrap. Absolutely. Right, so I haven't gone mixed media because I don't think it needs it. I quite like the idea of this little shaker going here in the middle of that. Yeah, I mean, any excuse for afternoon tea, we could make it into, yeah, so we were thinking, Melanie, we're thinking, we're working with the hall providers to see what might be possible with a big screen, because we said we'd be happy to hire something, and we would be happy to make sure we've got a license and anything else we need. So it's going to happen. We're going to find a way.
Well, she thinks there might already be a license from another user, doesn't she? So
yeah,
we're going to sort it out.
Double check, and either way, we're going to find a way to make it happen. Right, so that's kind of the thing I'm thinking here. And then I've got the inner letters, which I was going to ink with some faded jeans. So let's get a quick messy mat. Yeah, so anybody got any other ideas for the coronation celebration? We will, all ideas welcome. Well, I mean, we always do something fun for the Christmas crop, don't we? Where we did like
Yes.
an American supper. So everybody brings something, and gosh, there's always so much wonderful food. And we certainly make the most of it. So, right. So I'm going to ink in faded jeans because I thought that might work. And then I'm going to add lots of water and lift it off. Although I was hoping I had some kitchen roll down here and I don't. So Jacob's joint. That's it, Julie. We've had this conversation before, haven't we? Where I call it like an American supper, but I think you call it a Jacob's join. Basically, everybody bring a plate of something and you all join in. Where does that originate from, I wonder? I've not heard of that.
No, I haven't heard of that either.
No, but I think Julie and I were talking about that, I'm sure. Yeah. And Jacob's join came up when we were talking about our Christmas crop and the... Don't joke, I always call it a beige buffet.
Well, you know, the better.
I know, we don't... I mean, we ours is more colourful than that, but if you go on a training course, we always used to joke that, is it going to be a beige buffet?
Oh, it's always beige, isn't it?
Always shades of beige.
But these days, you're lucky to get fed.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right, Julie. I expect it is a biblical reference. I will find out.
In churches, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll do some research. Yeah, beige, that's it. Steph calls it beige buffet. Buffet.
Oh, right. Where have I put my file?
I'm going a bit over the top with the ink, but I want to lift a lot of it off. And I bent my letter because I was being a bit too OTT.
I did have my cut file ready.
Right, I'm going to get some water. I'm going to hurry right back because I've got to go and get some kitchen rolls. So just talk a little.
Okay. I'm trying to find my cut file. I've mislaid the cut file.
Oh, right.
I know I had everything ready because I put it all in the box and now it's not there. Is anyone else crafting? Oh, it's from Lancashire and Cumbria. Oh. My dad's from up that way and he's never used. Or is she back with a kitchen roll? Or Faye, you've got to put a log on the fire as well. Oh, she can't hear me. So she's got to put a log on the fire halfway through. It's going to get cold in there.
I'm back.
Have you put a log on the fire, Faye?
Yes. Did you guess that's where I'd gone?
Well, I just said, oh, Faye, put the log on the fire.
Yes, so I haven't put the heating on yet. And my crafting room is in the basement along with the living room next door, and it gets very cold. So I have treated myself to a bit of a fire, which means oh dear. And then I have to run up the stairs to the kitchen to get the kitchen roll. So it's all a bit, don't dash anywhere quickly.
Oh, I don't know what to back this in. I didn't keep my letters.
Right, I'm doing lots of water. Oh, you didn't keep your letters. Can you see how that oxide reacts? Yeah, so Karen, you're right. So it's the Vicki Boutin print shop pattern paper. And what we've done is we've used a circle cutter tool to cut the middles out. Right, here we go.
I'm debating backing just here because it's very green and parkish.
Yeah, nice. Love that. And mine just looks like a bit of rain. I quite like that bleaching technique. So I'm going to set those aside and then we'll go back to the layout. Yeah, Julie, I'm sure there is always a roll of kitchen roll in my craft room. And then what happens with little Eric is there's messes and spills and dogs.
Yes.
And
before you know it, it's all gone.
You've got to, does anybody else find that? Things get taken out your craft room. And also my little one discovered my tub of buttons, which are all beautifully colour sorted. And now that's a game that he likes to just take them all apart and mix them all up. Terrible. Yeah, Steph was saying maybe back it in green. There's definitely something with a cut file about not having too busy papers, I find.
Yeah, because that on top of here,
yeah,
isn't going to show up, is it? Right, I've got some green somewhere. Thanks, Steph.
I'm going to cut some of these tags out. I love this paper, and the strip is all these little tabs, which I'm going to fussy cut. This is, I like that side though too.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Tags, but for this layout,
there's 3 rows, aren't there? So perhaps cut 3.
Yeah,
cut them into 3 rows, and then
I'm just going to cut this top piece off, so I'll use that. But then I've still got all those tags to use on a different layout. Yes,
I like the top tags though best. I'm going to keep the top tags. I like the little glasses there, and the butterfly's cute.
So maybe, but I like that here for the good times. Oh, it's tricky.
Or cut them in strips and cut out the ones that you like, because I'm sure they match.
Yeah. And this is why I do understand why people buy 2 sheets. Yes, Julie, you just done it. If we think alike, I got 2 sheets of that exactly. Yeah, so Julie, you gave Aubrey her own buttons when she was little. Yeah, there's something about, and he started sorting them now. I'm going to cut this here. Started sorting them into colours, so it's all good learning, because I say, well, now you've messed them up, you've got to put them all back.
How's this looking? It's a limey green.
Oh yes, perfect.
I like a limey green.
What do people think? I think lime is good. Yeah.
Yeah, go in limey green.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments here. Your little one, Nicola. So, Mummy, it's all messy and left. Maybe that's the thing. I need to create a bit of mess.
He wouldn't mind like that, though, would he?
No, because he wants to join in. That's the thing. He's into everything. Right, so I am going to take your advice, Debbie, and just cut out the ones I want.
Yeah, I think that's what you have to do, isn't it?
Because I'm thinking I only want maybe 3 of these. 3 or 5. Yeah, Sarah, my mum used to have, that was her mum's, an old button tin, and we just used to love it.
Yeah, I had my grandma's button tin.
Yeah, it was just the best thing. Sorting through buttons, or just, I'm like fascinated at all the different ones. Loved it.
Well, I put some of them into, when Jenny and Simon were little, I used to read My Naughty Little Sister, and in My Naughty Little Sister, they had a Paulie box, and it's a little tin box with all sorts of little things. And when you're poorly and you're on the sofa and you're just starting to feel better, you're allowed the Paulie box out. So I put them in there. And Jenny was talking about that the other day. She said, "Can you remember the Paulie box, Mum?"
Oh, that is so nice.
But I thought it was a lovely idea from a storybook, so I just did it.
Yeah.
But it was things that they didn't see all through the year, so it was always something special in there that they hadn't seen, and just like little Christmas cracker things and silly little things, but you're only allowed it when you're poorly.
the poorly box. Oh, wow. Julie, you've got like generations of family buttons. I remember, Debbie, you bought some buttons, and didn't you say you put them in the washing machine to clean them up?
Yes. I put them in net bags once I'd colour sorted them.
Give them a
Put
wash.
them in the washing machine.
You're funny.
Doesn't everybody do that?
Anybody else wash their buttons? You're cracking me up now.
Well, they were
You're
from car boot sale, and they were really quite rank, but I could tell that they were lovely.
You're going to tell me now everybody washes their buttons. I'm just
I
watching.
bet they do.
I'm
Bet
watching
they
this
do.
map. Who washes their buttons? Anybody tuning into this will think we're gone.
Those little net bags that you get to put your washing tablets in were brilliant for it.
I love
In
it.
fact, nobody else is admitting to it. Perhaps I'm the only person.
That's funny. But it was because you bought them from a car boot sale, and they were beautiful, but a bit dusty and a bit. So
they were a bit grubby.
They needed a little bit of.
And I've got no time to sit and scrub buttons, so I thought the washing machine.
Oh yeah, washing Lego stuff. That's a good idea. Like if they're at school, you just net bag them.
Well, I know somebody used to run a second-hand toy shop, and she always put her Duplo in the dishwasher. Net bags in the dishwasher.
Genius. Right, I've got my tags, and
nobody else puts their buttons in the washing machine. Come on.
Yeah, but that was a one-off, wasn't it? Because they were grubby.
Yeah. But if I ever got any other grubby buttons, they would be going straight in.
Straight in. Now, was it Julie or somebody said if you have tags on a layout, you feel like you've got to put a twine or you've got to make it into a tag? I think I'm going to do the same. It doesn't seem right to have a tag that's not a tag. Yeah, Sarah's washed Duplo in the dishwasher too. That's okay.
I'm not a complete weirdo.
No. Needs must.
Yeah.
Right, so I could do with a nice little bit of baker's twine, really. Let's get the layout here.
Oh, I've got some here if you want some.
Oh, thanks. That's the thing with virtual crafting. You can't just lend.
What about a bit of embroidery thread?
Yeah, I have got some actually in a drawer, so I might, because what I'm thinking, I just want to layer some of these up to mount the photo. I think 5 might do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably going to work like this. And then I'm going to have the cut file here. That's kind of working. I also went through the twiddles, Debbie, and I was like, oh, which ones match? And I actually quite like those little rainbows of, it's the blues.
Yes.
And I was thinking actually the little rainbows are cute.
I was thinking the the little geometric blues, blue and gold, because I love the really pale blues in here as well.
Oh, do you know what, Steph? I was also thinking, I'm sure I had little wooden pegs. They'd be quite cute clipped on the top. You know, the little mini.
Yes.
Have I got any of those? No.
I've just sent all of mine to a charity shop.
What, the little wooden pegs?
Yeah.
Oh, well, now you're telling me.
Oh, no, Faye. They're just too chunky, and then they fall apart when anything goes near it.
Who remembers jelly bean soups?
Oh, yes.
They're cute. They've got to be old. Yes, Steph, that's where mine were from, I'm sure. And do you know what? Oh, I won't be able to find them, but I think I might add those on afterwards because I think that could work. I've got lots of little drawers behind me, and I'm thinking, where would they be? I've kept them somewhere safe. Does anybody else do that? I've put them somewhere. So I'm going to go with
thought I'd have kept them for you, Faye. I had pink ones and blue ones and plain ones.
Well, I told you I
used
took my herb scissors to the charity shop because I didn't realise what they did.
Yeah.
And then realised when somebody said, oh, they're fantastic for fringing. And I was like, oh, I gave them to
See, I bought them for fringing and I didn't know that they were herb scissors. I didn't know that was a thing.
You actually got them for fringing.
Yeah. When you said herb scissors, I was like, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I loved Jilly Bean. Oh, her stuff.
Yeah, really lovely, strong colours, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. They were all, and these were called little bean seeds, which were her little embellishments.
And I think I've got exactly the same felt flowers as you that I've never used.
Yeah, but isn't it funny? You go into an embellishment drawer and you're like, oh,
yeah,
seen that in a long time. I'm going to use that.
And I've always, it's like, oh, that's so lovely. I don't want to use it yet. I'm a bit like that as well.
Yeah, you are a bit more precious on things like that. Whereas I'm like, get it used.
Well, I am getting better at. I am getting better. Because I'd rather have it on a layout now and it gets seen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there are shredding. So shredding scissors are a similar thing, Steph, aren't they? Where you make the fringing. I'm gonna have to get a pair now, definitely. Right, I'm gonna put
that to be some on Rocking Deals at some point.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled.
I will.
Right, I'm going to put that in that little circle, I think, and the cut file can go over it. So I won't see much of the magnifying glass, but that's okay. Although the magnifying glass could. Maybe I'll put it up a bit higher. I'm going to put it there so you can actually see what it is, because otherwise, I think if I tuck it right behind there, what do people think? You can't really tell what it is once I cover it with a title. Well, that was a good chop. That was definitely a good chop. I do like these little tabs. I'm going to cut this navy one in. Oh, Julie, I didn't know that. Yeah, I haven't read up about that.
Oh, the Jilly Bean lady.
Jilly Bean.
Oh,
so talented, because I loved her designs.
They were lovely, weren't they?
You remember she did a lot of designs on craft paper.
Yes, and lots of kind of outdoorsy, naturey things.
And I bought quite a lot of her designs on craft. Put that little tab there. Oh wow, she's gone over to party wear. I didn't realise that.
Shame, isn't it?
It is. When sort of big craft companies don't treat people well.
There's no need to be nasty, is there?
No.
Absolutely no need at all.
Yeah, they're quite autumnal colours, I thought, Jo. The print shop. I do like the flowers. Were you going to fussy cut some of these, Deb?
Possibly.
So this is called Flourish, and I've started to fussy cut this because I might actually fussy cut just a few. Oh, and the other thing, I got my fox box through. Did anybody get the fox box with these lovely autumn leaves? I thought I might fussy cut some of these out and put around here. Yeah, that's true, Julie. Dropped Amy Tan and Shamil, and I love both their stuff.
American crafts don't seem to be very kind today to people, how they drop them.
Yeah, and they're such
I know it's
big...
a business, but I mean, their stuff is lovely as well, isn't it?
But when you look at large businesses who are super successful, we had a speaker who was talking about the approach of the All Blacks rugby team and the culture and the approach that they have that's really gets buy-in, and it's like everybody wearing the badge and being part of the family.
Yeah.
And some of the biggest companies still maintain that family approach.
Well, I think there's a lot to be said for loyalty, isn't there, and looking after your staff, I think.
I think this bit of fussy cutting I might be doing in front of the TV, because I think these little leaves will look lovely all around, but it might take just a bit of extra time with my cutter bees.
See, I think I'm going to put the photos under the title so that the title sticks up, because I can chop off that bit. You've put your circly bits on foam dots, haven't you?
Yeah, I gave a bit of dimension on mine.
Otherwise, if I don't put them there, the title's going to get lost.
That's the park. Oh. I am going to put my cut file down so I know where it's going to go, and then I can just add embellishments afterwards, I think.
Oh, that's nice to know. Simple Stories are a family business.
Oh, that's good, Julie. Love their stuff, and their collection kits are fabulous. And actually, Craft Consortium, all those pads are a family UK business.
Yes.
And I love that it ships from the UK, because obviously a lot of the lovely craft stuff we have to ship from the US because you can't get it here. So actually it is nice to support UK local businesses.
And with everything going up like it is, if you can buy it here,
yeah,
it makes sense, doesn't it? And supporting like local businesses.
Yeah.
I mean, you think before when we bought it elsewhere, we've bought from a company in the UK for them to ship it over to the US for us to buy it and have it shipped back again.
Exactly. And we didn't realise. I thought they were a US company. So no, it's good.
I find out they weren't.
Yeah, good to know that we're supporting UK business. Yeah, I'm with you, Karen. I think Paige and Vicki try and do slightly different things, but they got their own style. But then, yeah, you do feel some of it comes back around again. Or you think, oh, that looks a bit familiar. Yeah.
I think, though, Garden Shop is very different to a few of the previous collections. I think it's looking different, and I love it. It looks like, I don't know, she's had a little bit more artistic license.
Yeah, let's hope so, because I love it too.
Yeah, and her stuff is just beautiful, isn't it? She's made a book. There's a book coming out next year.
June, is that to do with mini books?
Sorry?
Is it mini books?
I think it is.
Yeah, she's very clever. Beautiful. I haven't got the patience for all the stitching, though. I just admire.
Yeah, it does look beautiful when it's done, but yeah.
It's fabulous. They are pieces of art in their own right. They're fabulous. Right, I'm putting these little letters on foam. So I think that works. I've glued that down here.
So I didn't realise that, have you seen her studio where she's got all her mini books on all the racks?
Yeah.
And she said about having a day, she has a couple of days to clean them and mend them. And she takes them all out and cleans them, and yeah.
They are beautiful. Right.
I'm not sure about this white paper. I've got textured and I think it's a bit bright white. Does it look a bit too bright?
You can't tell on the camera, I must admit, from here. I'm not sure if others can. You can probably tell from being up close in person. I do love how that bleaching works with.
Yes.
Oxide.
Is that with the oxides?
Yeah, and it's put quite a thick layer of oxides, but it lifts off really well. Right, nearly done. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use the flourish paper because I'm going to go with autumn leaves, which matches the photo. Whereas you could, I think you were talking about cutting some of the leaves out.
Yes. Yeah, I might do.
Whereas I quite like the idea of fussy cutting these little pieces here and having little bits of leaves all around. And maybe let's get some of the jelly beans out. Look at these little pieces. How cute are these? I wonder. Can I layer some of these little bits? Yeah, might work. See, they might be years old, but they're still good.
I'm going to have to go and find mine out. Mine is somewhere very safe.
Yes, somewhere in that special drawer, waiting to be used. In fact, I can even get away with this darker purple because of that tone there. The only thing, if I was going to do this again, which I can't because I've stuck it down, is can you see that's white on white?
Yes.
I would have probably cut this again in a different colour and offset it.
Yeah. That's why I think I'm putting this in front of my photos, because although it's cutting off the legs a little bit, that doesn't matter and it stands out more.
And if I was brave like Steph, I would doodle, but I tried that last time and it went in a right old pickle. But
oh no, I doodled and it was carnage.
I will
do it again.
I will get better at it. The other thing that I picked out embellishment wise that I quite like, I've got these for my happy planner, which I just use my planner for planning family things. So I haven't used these stickers, but I use them in scrapbooking quite a lot. And actually these flowers are the right tone. Don't know if anybody's got these pads.
Oh, those are nice.
But these are quite nice. And I also liked these little tabs here. Do I go for a little green tab there on my photo? That's nice. And then I quite liked this.
Right, I'm going to get some duller card because this is too bright white for me, I've decided.
Yep, swap it out.
Bright white.
Just living my authentic life, or live out loud. Let's see. That works because it's got gold lettering there, maybe.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, change it up.
Yeah, much better. Right, it's
Yes.
phone lock time.
Steph, when you finally come to a crop, yes, I'm going to get you to doodle because you've got the confidence to do it. And I had a go and I was like, oh, I think you need to commit and just do it and not worry too much.
I committed and it was carnage.
Yeah, we both did it. We're like, oh, I'm not sure I've got the steadiest of hands. It's not work. Right, that's better. I like the little title, Good Times. Good Times just under there. I hope that's straight. It's hard to see. Is that straight? Yes. Right, so we are going to go lots of autumn leaves. That's going to be my job in front of the TV. And I quite like this phrase, happy days.
Where are you getting the autumn leaves from, Faye? Where are you cutting those
So
from?
I am cutting those from my Fox box.
Ah.
So in my Fox box, you get these paper snips.
Oh, yeah.
And it is a bit of fussy cutting, which, you know, you've got to have a bit of patience for.
But you have been, we are fussy cutting converts, aren't we?
Yes, which is a surprise.
Yeah.
Because I was a no-no, you know, and then I got the cutter bees.
They do make a huge difference, don't they?
Yes. Yeah, Steph, trying it live. I tell you the one thing that I was chuffed to bits with, which you encouraged me to do live, which was those Nouveau drops on that diamond cut file. And I did a whole ring of black Nouveau dots and it worked perfectly. I'm going to put happy days on there. Happy days. Yes.
Yeah, I think print shop is a lot more muted, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, definitely.
That's really lovely.
But I do love all these little jelly beans. Jelly beans coming back around. Loving a bit of jelly bean. I'm not sticking these down yet. Till I'm convinced with where they're all going to go. At the park. Trying to make this title lift a bit because it's too light, it's too white. Excuse me sniffing. Some more greens, orange. So has anybody got any crafty plans for the weekend? We've got our crop.
We have, yes.
Which I can't wait for.
The car will be loaded by, probably 5:30.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
We will be on our way. Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Which is good. We've got quite a few booked in, so it's going to be a lovely day.
Really nice. Can't wait.
Yes, Steph, I got to admit, I was a bit unsure about print shop because I'm like you. I go bright, vibrant. I'm always drawn towards rainbows.
I wasn't sure about print shop at all until I saw it.
Now I've started using it, I'm absolutely a convert. And I mean, the tones on that is actually quite bright, really. This one's definitely more muted. Right, we're going to have lots of autumn leaves all the way around. This will be sitting in front of the TV. I'm determined to get this one finished because you know
I think I'll be bringing this one on Saturday to finish.
Yeah, good idea.
I've cut out my circles.
I've got all my crop in the country kits to do. Julie, how have you got on with your crop in the country kits? Because you had them sent through to you, I think, didn't you? I haven't. We ran the shop all weekend, so we didn't get to do any, but we brought them home, and I've got them all ready to go. Yeah, Julie, these are your colour tones. Are you loving the print shop? I am. Absolutely. And actually, it's surprising how many embellishments go with it. Although there is obviously the print shop range, there's so many other things.
It's very pastely in places, isn't it? There's lovely mint greens and pale blues, and
you've got like limes, and then you've got this burgundy, turquoise blue, navy,
dark purple.
Yeah.
It's all sorts.
Like a plum.
Yeah.
Plum colour. It's fascinating. So And this, I wasn't sure what to do with this circle paper, but cutting those bits out. I think if I was going to do it again, I'd have a bit of mixed media, few splats, which you could still do because you could cover up this bit and you can add a few little splats in the faded jeans.
I'm wondering about doing a little bit on the background before I stick this down.
Yes, I think so. So I would get the wonderful fan paintbrush, which we've restocked in the shop because that's how you get the really fine flicks.
Oh, Faye, I have a confession.
What?
I found a fan brush in my house. I think it must have fallen out of one of the boxes. So the stock is wrong. It's because, yeah.
One's leaped out of the box.
Yes, I found it.
Stay at your house.
Yes. Yeah, it's in the bag ready to bring, so it'll be back in the right box on Saturday.
Love that. What do people think? Do we keep the jelly beans? But I'm not sure about this purple. It's a very contrasting. Do I stick with
mine that I've got are brown, green, and orange, which I need to find them because
brown, green,
go with that really well.
Yeah. Oh yes, Steph, in the pre-done backgrounds, I bet there is one that coordinates with this. Because Vicki Boutin is very good at getting it coordinated, I must admit. Oh my gosh, is it 9:05?
It is 9:05.
Where has that time gone? Right, we'll have to get this finished. But I'll hold it up. We can see what I need to rearrange these, but
yes.
I'm going to have a circle of autumn leaves. Wow. Gosh, that just time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? It's gone in a flash.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us, everyone. We will be back same time next week. Hope you get some crafting done this weekend. And we look forward to chatting very soon.
Nice to
Thanks,
see you.
everyone. Take care. Bye. Bye.